Hey everybody, what is up and welcome to Rock Gamer. It's time for the weekly recap where I talk about the past week's news regarding Rock Band 4 and Guitar Hero Live. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know, if you guys haven't seen it already, I've put up my Rock Band Road Crew edition. So a lot of people have seen it, a lot of people seem to like it, so go check it out if you guys haven't seen it. And you remember, the September 13th is the last day to submit your application, and on the 18th we should find out who gets it, so fingers crossed, and let's get started with this week's Rock Band 4 news. The big news we got yesterday was concerning the career mode. So Harmonix did a blog post explaining how the career mode works. And we got a little teaser back in May when IGN did their month-long reveal of Rock Band 4. And it very much sounds like the career mode is an RPG. And it's more similar to Rock Band 2 than I guess any other game in the series. And basically the decisions you make in the career mode impact how it unfolds and the kinds of venues and set lists and gigs you play. So if you can choose to play for the money, you'll get a lot more fame, but maybe you don't get to choose the songs you play at a set list, and maybe you don't get to choose which kind of gigs you play. But if you choose to be more like an indie band, you'll actually get to choose the songs you play in a set list, and maybe the venues you'll play will be a little different. But if you guys want to check out more information on the career mode, click the link down below. I've got a video just detailing everything we know about the career mode. Let's go into our next piece of news. We also got the news this week that Rock Band 4 has gone gold. Harmonix put up a blog post saying the game is done development. Basically now they're just focused on marketing and I guess supporting with DLC after the game launches, as well as ensuring that there's enough supply and enough games out there to meet demand this holiday season. And we also learned this week that Harmonix secured an additional $15 million in funding for Rock Band 4. Now, it wasn't clear what this money is going to be used for. Harmonix did not comment on this story. They said they're going to comment probably a couple weeks down the road. A lot of people seem to think that it's going to be maybe to put in more modes like online play down the road, or it could be to secure more well-known musicians in the game as DLC, but we'll have to wait and see what comes of that. Big piece of news that came out earlier this week is that the achievement list and trophy list for Rock Band 4 got released online. It actually appears that the achievement and trophy list for the game is probably going to be the easiest in the series. If you look closely, you'll notice that there's no endless set list or Bladder of Steel achievements. And if you guys want to see the entire list, click the link in the description box below to check it out. Let's go into our next story of the week. We also learned this week that Harmonix will be funding an upcoming unannounced title using the service known as Fig. Fig is similar to Kickstarter in that people can, give money to the developers to help fund an upcoming project. The difference is that Fig is actually focused solely on games. And not only do people who offer money to the developers get rewards, they also get equity as well, so they can benefit if a game sells really well. We also learned this week that Harmonix made an appearance at the Apple press conference, and they showed off an upcoming game called Beat Sports, which will actually release at launch for Apple TV's new service that's coming out this fall. A short 2-minute demo was shown off. It looked a lot like Wii Sports. And you can play with up to 4 people. You can actually use your smartphone as a controller as well. Let's go into the Guitar Hero Live news of the week. Turning now to the Guitar Hero Live news, Tracklist Tuesday made a brand new comeback, and it looks like we got another 10 or so songs announced. So the songs announced this week include 36 Crazyfists, Also Am I, Gerard Way, No Shows, Haim, The Wire, Lamb of God, Ghost Walking, Orianthi, According to You, Passenger, Let Her Go, Pearl Jam, Sirens, Surfer Blood, Demon Dance, Tonight Alive, The Ocean, and Wavves, Demon to Lean On. Now, if you guys have been keeping score at home, you'll know that this is the second Pearl Jam song announced. The other one was Mind Your Manners. Both of these songs are off their last album, which came out about 2 years ago. And Orianthi, According to You, was in Rock Band as well. And I have to say that, the only song that I'm probably really excited about is Sirens. But let's go on to the other Guitar Hero Live news of the week. We also learned that in addition to Beat Sports being announced for Apple TV, Guitar Hero Live will also be coming to Apple TV. Not only that, but it's also going to be coming to the iPad and iPhone as well. And no other details were provided on these platforms or how the instruments or guitars would work. And as every week we do, let's finish off with the Amazon sales rankings for this week. So it looks like Rock Band 4 moved up the charts this week, and I think it hit its peak position on both the PS4 and Xbox One, sitting at 246 on the PS4 and 167th on the Xbox One. Don't be surprised if it hits the top 100, guys. Meanwhile, Guitar Hero Live has just been struggling on the Amazon charts and does so again this week, moving down the charts to 2,190th on the PS4 and 1,575 on the Xbox One. So that does it for this week, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to stay up to date on the latest Rock Band 4 Guitar Hero Live and Amplitude news, be sure to click the subscribe button. Take care.